What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Sam Dunks, the weekly NBA show over at SlabStox. I'm your host, Sam. Today we are looking at the next exciting release on Panini's release calendar, which is the 2020-2021 Donruss Optic set featuring the rookies from the 2020 draft like LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Patrick Williams, and many more interesting prospects. Now, if you're new to the hobby, this is the 5th year of Optic. The first year of Optic was 2016-17. That was one of my favorite base designs ever, by the way. And ever since its inception, Optic has been considered somewhere around the second most desirable retail product produced by Panini, slotted right behind Prism. Now, this year's Prism set released back at the end of March, and here we are in the middle of September, and we're still waiting on Optic. But it shouldn't be too long at all for us to start seeing some of this year's Optic basketball cards finally listed on eBay, as the first domino to fall in the set was the first off-the-line Dutch auction hosted by Panini, which was held last Thursday, September 9th, and the boxes sold at $850. Those boxes should be shipping very soon if they haven't been already. And obviously, after that, we'll likely start to see some individual card listings popping up on eBay. First off-the-line products always are listed maybe a week or two before the rest of the set releases. So those will come first, and then we'll see the rest of the products hit the websites and card shops and store shelves, and then eBay will really start booming. Now, as Optic releases and people get excited for the newest, shiniest cards, you might start feeling some FOMO and consider buying a box and breaking it for yourself. And so I guess the timely question we ought to answer today is it worth it? Should you be paying the resale price for a sealed box? Now, in general, if you wanted to buy a sealed box of first off the line, you probably should have done that at the Dutch auction just a few days ago. But let's pretend you wanted to, you forgot about the auction, and now you have to resort to the secondhand market for your box. There have been 4 eBay sales of first off the line as of this recording, all right around $1,400 or so, which is obviously up quite a bit from the $850 price range of the actual Dutch auction, a 65% price increase to be precise. Now, what are you getting from these first off the line boxes to make it worth that sticker price? Well, here's the breakdown of the product. In each box, there are 20 packs, and in each pack you have 4 cards. Doing the fast math, that means you're getting 80 cards. Exactly the same breakdown as you will be getting in this year's Optic hobby boxes. Now, there's always an exclusive in first off the line products. In this year's Optic release, your exclusive is a base Purple Stars Parallel numbered out of 13. You are guaranteed 1 Purple Stars Parallel, and it's going to be either a veteran or a rated rookie. That or is important because you are not guaranteed a Purple Stars rated rookie. It can be and likely will be a veteran if you do buy and break a box. In addition to the exclusive base Purple Stars Parallel, you are guaranteed 1 autograph and then 19 inserts or parallels. Inserts include Elite Dominators, All-Stars, The Rookies, Lights Out, Stargazing, and Rainmakers. Parallels include Pink Velocity, numbered out of 79, Black Velocity, numbered out of 39, and then the 1-of-1 gold vinyl. Additional parallels, which I really like the look of, and they're super short printed, really cool looking. That's the Photon parallels. That's for both vets and rated rookies. And everything I just listed after the base Purple Stars parallel is what you can find in a regular old hobby box, which again has the same number of cards. 20 packs per box, 4 cards per packs, 1 autograph, 20 inserts or parallels. So really the only differentiating factor between a first off the line box and an ordinary hobby box is that Purple Stars insert, which again is not even guaranteed to be a rookie. By the way, one encouraging thing to note, last year's Optic First Off the Line release was not very well received. Hobby and First Off the Line did not have the same number of cards in them in last year's release. Instead, First Off the Line last year included only 1 pack with 7 cards in the pack. They called it First Off the Line Premium. The Dutch auction last year ended at $350, and people were generally pretty upset over the format of the product, with it only being 7 cards. That being said, last year you were guaranteed both a Purple Stars Rookie Auto numbered to 49 and a Purple Stars Vet Auto numbered to 29, and then 2 base Purple Stars Parallels numbered to 29. So only 7 cards, but over half of them were at least exclusive to the product, but the product still wasn't well received. And what's at least a little bit encouraging is that while we often tend to assume that Panini doesn't listen to its customers, at least this year they revamped the product again and went back to the full 20-pack format. So it's encouraging that it seems like they listened this time around. And then the first question, which we already raised, was, is this product worth the $1,400 price that it's currently going for on eBay? and we'll get more into that in a second. But first, it just needs to be said that breaking wax is super risky because you're paying for what you could get rather than what you do get. It's like that segment from Family Guy when there's the timeshare salesman. He offers Peter either a boat or the mystery box, and Peter chooses the box. He says, it could be anything. It could even be a boat. That's just kind of what breaking wax is like. You just go on YouTube, watch 5 random box breaks, and most, if not all of them, will result in the buyer probably not making his money back. It's generally better to just buy the individual cards on eBay. So is first off the line worth it? Perhaps a better question that we can answer at the same time would be this. Is first off the line worth the price tag when compared to a regular hobby box? And I think that's a relatively easy question to answer. Again, the first 4 sales of 2020-2021 Donruss Optic first off the line have been in the $1,400 range. The very first pre-sales of a regular old 2020-2021 Donruss Optic hobby box have been in the $600 to $775 range, most of those sales falling closer to the $600 mark. Now, we don't know yet what Panini is going to be listing the Optic hobby boxes for on their website. These early eBay sales are all pre-sales by distributors that have received an allocation of boxes from Panini. Pretty soon, Optic's going to be fully released. eBay's going to be flooded with more listings, so it's kind of hard to say where the prices are going to go from here. That's just where it sits at the moment. So to recap, first off the line is currently going for twice the price of hobby right now on eBay. And again, the one differentiating factor is that purple stars parallel numbered out of 13, of which you're not even guaranteed a rookie. But let's say that the best case scenario happens, and you do get one of the big chase rookies in the purple stars numbered out of 13. Even if that happens, it's just not a super sought after parallel. Now, last year's first off the line included a guaranteed Purple Stars rookie auto. That same guarantee was not given this year. Instead, we're looking at a guaranteed Purple Stars base rookie or vet card of some kind. And if that's the best parallel that we can reasonably hope for, let's look at last year's counterparts. Numbered to 29 last year, Zion Williamson's Purple Stars rated rookie card went in a BGS 9.5 grade for $2,551 on April 22nd. Before that, it sold on February 23rd in the same BGS 9.5 grade for $1,925. A month before that, the exact same card sold for $3,817, but that was jersey numbered 1 out of 29. Last fall, the same cards were selling raw for around $1,200. That's for Zion Williamson, the best case scenario last year, and a better option than any player that we're going to be getting this year. So in my opinion, the Purple Stars parallel is just not an appealing enough card to justify the price discrepancy between first off the line and regular old hobby. But maybe you don't want to buy first off the line in order to crack it. Maybe you're looking to buy it and then hold it and then sell it later on. And that's honestly probably the better idea in general, but still, I'm not sure it's worth the surge pricing over the hobby configuration. For instance, if we look at the charts from the 2018-2019 Optic release, that's the Luka Doncic and Trae Young rookie class, they've sat generally around the same price within the past year. And I can only access 1 year's worth of data on these boxes, so it's not the most impressive chart that we're looking at. But looking at the past year's worth of sales, there is no real variance in price between the two products, and that's looking at a longer term hold. The last 5 sales of first off the line went between $2,500 and $3,200, and during that same time frame, hobby was going between $3,700 and $2,500. So assuming you're paying more for first off the line in 2019 and then you held for 2 years, you didn't guarantee yourself a premium price over if you had just bought and held hobby. Or we could look at the past year's worth of sales data from the 2019-2020 Optic releases. Now this chart's a little deceptive since in last year's hobby configuration there were 80 cards, including 1 autograph and 20 inserts or parallels, whereas again last year's first off the line premium was only 7 cards, 4 of them being the Purple Stars parallels. So in the chart the hobby boxes are going for quite a bit more than the first off the line, which we can partially understand due to the disparate configurations. But perhaps a better way to view this chart would be in terms of percentage change from their original sales prices. A first off the line premium ended its Dutch auction at $350 last year, and over the past year, over the course of 46 eBay sales, the average sale price was $843.48, good for a 141% increase in value. Not too shabby. At its highest sale during that time frame, you're looking at a 215% price increase, and at its lowest sale, you're still looking at a 28% increase in price overall. Not too bad. Let's compare that to last year's hobby configuration. Over 55 eBay sales within the last year, a 2019-2020 Optic Hobby Box, which retailed on Panini's website for $100. And I understand that most people didn't get it for that due to bots and general shenanigans, but this is the only way that I can think to do this. So, retailing for $100 on Panini's website, the average sale over the past year was $1,060, which is a 960% increase on average. At its highest sale during the past year, you'd be realizing an 1,800% gain. At its lowest sale, you'd still be realizing a 330% gain. Now, nothing's guaranteed as everything changes from year to year, but at least looking at last year's sales, you would have been a much better off buying the hobby configuration rather than first off the line. Now, one interesting thing to note as you're looking at this chart on the screen, both of these configurations spiked right at the beginning of last season. So if you're able to go in and buy some of these cards, either first off the line or hobby, the best time to sell it is probably right before the beginning of a season when excitement's at an all-time high. So if you're looking at picking up some Optic from this year's set and you're weighing the $1,400 price tag of first off the line versus $700 for hobby, I just don't see enough appeal in first off the line to justify the vast price discrepancy. Yeah, if you have the money to buy it, just buy the hobby box and you'll likely be happy or as disappointed as you would have been with your cards out of first off the line. Of course, the safer thing to do would be to buy and hold and then sell the sealed wax later, but there's no guarantee with that either. Even buying and holding wax means you're putting your money at risk, so you better be sure that you can risk whatever it is you're spending. As it stands, the most compelling reason to spend more money on first off the line is that you're getting your cards sooner than anyone else, but that just doesn't seem worth $700 to me. I don't know, maybe it does to you. In any case, that's my recap of the 2020-2021 Optic first off the line and hobby configurations. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope that I might have saved you some of your money. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you next week.